I was happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and I hate to have to talk about it. And y'all know I normally avoid drama or just ridiculously negative things concerning the Commanders or anything, just period in life. But like this one, we gotta talk about it. This came out of nowhere. We look at Jamin Davis like he's the military man. That's why we drafted him. He's extra disciplined. You have nothing to worry about off the field and stuff like that. But now apparently the Washington Commanders linebacker Jamin Davis could potentially go to jail for reckless driving. And he already missed practice today for court, and now he may miss even more time. And we're not sure if this is going to stretch until like the regular season or something, but it's not looking good. So we got to dive into everything that's happened so far, all of the facts that we currently have. There's a lot more information that we're waiting on, but I wanted to just go ahead and talk about this and really just provide everybody a comment section to really debate about it and talk about it on your own. But man, before we dive into all of this, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm the subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to that subscription button so you get notification each and every time I release an informative and opinionated video just like this one. Make sure you stay tuned for all of the daily training camp updates, any major news like this coming out concerning the Commanders. Hopefully the rest of the major news that comes out from the Commanders is positive. And then of course stay tuned for all of the rookie film sessions and any other random clips like the Louis Riddick talking about how underrated the Commanders are type of things that I'm gonna upload all the time as well. So man, without further ado, let's get it.
You tell your family you can be a commander.
Alright, so this all started when Nikki Javala tweeted out 2 hours ago, Commanders linebacker Jamin Davis will not be at practice today. He's appealing a reckless driving conviction in Loudoun County. Reckless driving is a Class 1 misdemeanor in Virginia, punishable with up to 12 months and a $2,500 fine. And then in her Washington Post article, she said linebacker Jamin Davis will miss Monday's practice to tend to a legal matter. On March 28, 2022, Davis was charged with reckless driving, speeding more than 20 miles above the speed limit in excess of 85 miles per hour, a Class 1 misdemeanor in Virginia. He appealed his guilty conviction in the Loudoun County District Court and requested a jury trial set for 9 a.m. Monday in Loudoun County Circuit Court. This incident was Davis's second reckless driving charge in about 3 months. He was previously charged December 19, 2021, but it was amended to an infraction, 19 miles per hour over the speed limit, and he paid a $150 fine. And then again, she said again, a Class 1 misdemeanor in Virginia is punishable by up to 12 months in jail and or a maximum fine of $2,500. Then she tweeted, this was updated information 18 minutes ago as I'm reading this, Jamin Davis reached a plea agreement for no more than 8 days of active incarceration, but the proposed deal was rejected by Judge Stephen E. Sinkovich, I think that's how you pronounce that, of the 20th Judicial Circuit. A scheduled conference is set for Thursday at 1 p.m. So one of the main things you need to take from that tweet is that he's tried to get it down to 8 days of jail at maximum. So it sounds like he's already accepted that he's gonna have to go to jail for at least a certain amount of time. At this point, he's just fighting to get less jail time served, active jail, which is really crazy. Active incarceration. I mean, how do we go from speeding infraction to I hope I don't go to jail for more than 8 days? And that's the plea agreement. And then on top of that, the judge, after the agreement was made, the judge rejected it like, nah, like I'm gonna make an example out of you type of stuff. And then Nikki Javala tweeted just a few minutes ago, shortly after that previous tweet, that Davis was cited for going 114 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. I mean, that is ridiculous though, dog. I mean, I don't even know what he had going on in his brain for that. At Evergreen Ridge Drive on March 28, 2022, shortly after 1 p.m. And this is in the middle of the day. That is crazy. The Loudoun County District Court originally sentenced him to 30 days plus a suspended license, but he appealed, and then they came to whatever agreement they had with 8 days maximum, and then the judge denied that. So I don't know if it's going to get worse than that. I guess we gotta wait for more information, but that is insane. And you would think, first of all, again, he had all of this hype about, you know, he's very raw but very athletic, and at the end of the day, he's a military man coming from a military family and all of that, super disciplined. You don't have to worry about any of these things with him. And then next thing you know, I mean, you would think if anything he would learn from last year with the Deshazor Everett situation, where his female passenger Olivia Peters passed away from their reckless speeding. It was Jamin Davis and Benjamin St. Juste in one car, Deshazor Everett with Olivia Peters, the lady that passed away, in another car. And that whole situation that happened a couple of years ago, you would just think that he would have learned from that, and apparently he didn't. And so now, man, Jamin Davis is in really big trouble right now, active incarceration, and he's hoping that it's 8 days or less. So it sounds like, again, he's accepting jail time, and he's hoping for just less jail time. That's the leverage he's working with right now. And man, hey, is this why he's been working with the twos? I mean, it made a lot of logical sense that he was working with the twos lately, because I mean, he was hurt and he had to get like a surgery after the Cowboys game, like a little, you know, cleanup surgery type of thing, like a just in case type of surgery. And then so he was doing individual drills, but nothing team drill wise, no team related activities, no 11-on-11s, no 7-on-7s, and voluntary OTAs and mandatory mini camps. So by the time we got to training camp, it was like, okay, not only does he have to catch up physically, conditioning wise and things like that, but he also needs to catch up mentally and stuff like that. So I saw that as a perfectly good reason why he was running with the twos at times. And then he started working with the ones, the most recent practice, which was Friday, not today, but all the way back on Friday, he started working with the ones. He was like officially the starting linebacker again. And then this news came out, and then so he had to miss practice today because he had to literally go to court during practice today. And then in this day, we're going to talk about this in my whole training camp breakdown where I go position group by position group. But Khaleke Hudson forced a really good incompletion against Logan Thomas. Great coverage there. Even Milo Eifler had a really good blitz and would have had a sack on Jacoby Brissett. And then Cody Barton has already risen the depth chart. He went from like almost kind of third string to one of the starters. I mean, it got to the point where Khaleke Hudson went from linebacker 1 to linebacker 3. And then now with Jamin Davis going to court, it sounds like Jamin Davis is not only not linebacker 1, I mean, is he linebacker anything right now? This is crazy. So now there's going to be plenty of guys that get opportunities while he's gone. I mean, of course, you got Khaleke Hudson and Cody Barton, the obvious starters, while Jamin Davis is gone for whatever reason and whatever capacity. Then of course you have David Mayo as the backup veteran, who I hope never touches the field unless it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches, goal line, things like that. Then you have Dejon Harris and Milo Eifler that's going to try to get as many opportunities as they can to show what they could do. And then you never know. I mean, I guess maybe Farrar Gardner, who's like a hybrid linebacker safety guy, maybe he gets more snaps. I mean, once one of the starters is gone, whether it be the injury or a special specific case like Jamin Davis going to court and dealing with jail or whatever he got going on, the depth chart moves up. So the second stringers move the starters, the third stringers move the second stringers. So everybody's going to get more snaps because of this, and hopefully they make the most of it. Of course, most importantly, I hope that Jamin Davis is able to get out of this scot-free somehow and escape this situation, but it's not looking good at all. This is sounding like Jamin Davis is going to be gone. And I mean, hopefully, I guess if he has to, we can get it over with, you know, during training camp, and he doesn't have to miss like regular season stuff. But you know how court lingers, man, and it always takes ridiculously long to get anything done and come into final decisions there. And then you got the judge out here rejecting agreements that were finalized almost. So, hey, man, who knows? This is a complicated, ugly situation. I just wanted to present to y'all the information that I currently have, and hopefully we'll get more soon. So that's the end of this video. Please get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everything we discussed in this video. How disappointed are you in Jamin Davis, the military man, and all of that type of stuff. Also, of course, please support the channel by stiff arming the like button, stiff arming the subscription button, and stiff arming the bell next to that subscription button as well. Again, get in the comment section. I'm trying to get to every comment and reply to every comment that I can when I get the free time. I'd really appreciate it if y'all engage with the channel and everything. I'm trying to engage back because it's really fun, man. I sometimes I laugh out loud at some of the comments y'all be leaving and stuff like that. So make sure y'all do that. And of course, man, I appreciate all the support, man. Shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors. Your name is scrolling on the screen right now. And man, Jamin Davis, I hope you learn from this lesson, and I hope it's more so of like a what could have gone wrong than what will go wrong. I hope they don't make an example out of you, but it's not looking too good right now. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out.